Good morning, teacher and everyone. We are group 2 and today our presentation 5. And let me introduce our group's member first. My name is Nguyễn Tứ Hoa, the leader of group. And the other members are Hương Giang, Khánh Linh, Tuy Linh, and Linh Mai. So let's get started. Our topic today is the role of the United Kingdom in World War II. With this presentation, we will talk about the overview of World War II, why Britain joined, what it contributed, and what challenge it faced. So, the first part is overview of World War II. World War II lasted from 1939 to 1945 and became one of the largest and most destructive wars in history. It was fought between the Allied powers, including Britain, the US, the Soviet Union, and French, and the Axis powers led by Germany, Italy, and Japan. And the war began when Germany invaded Poland in 1939. Britain and France responded by declaring war on Germany. In this war, Britain played an extremely important part in this war. And one of the famous moments was the Battle of Britain in 1940 when the Royal Air Forces successfully defended the country from German air attacks. Another major event was the North Africa campaign, where British troops, led by Field Marshal Bennett, defeated German forces at the Battle of Ei. And of course, Britain also plays a key role in D-Day in 1944, when Allied forces landed in Normandy to liberate Europe from Nazi control. The war finally ended in 1945. The first part is Germany surrendered in the May 1945, and last one, and later Japan surrendered in August in 1945. So speaking of leadership, the key British leaders, uh, we have several keys about Winston Churchill or King George VI, Field Marshal Bennett, and many other leadership. Like one of the famous leadership is about Winston Churchill. He inspired the nation with his powerful speech, such as "We saw fire on the beach," because he knew that the beach in England in their nation is their strength, and or King George's VI became a national symbol of courage and unity. That's some famous British leaderships. And after war, the consequences were enormous, like have millions of lives lost, or huge destruction, and end of empires and complete shift in global power. And the next part about reason why Britain joined the war, presented by Khánh Linh.
Hello everyone, my name is Khánh Linh. And now to continue our presentation, let's move to the reason why Britain joined the war. After World War I, Britain wanted to avoid another conflict, so it tried to keep peace in Europe. However, during the 1930s, Germany under Hitler became increasingly aggressive. He rebuilt the army, occupied Austria, and demanded more territories. At first, Britain followed the policy of appeasement, hoping to prevent war, but it completely failed when Germany invaded Slovakia in 1939. It became clear that Hitler couldn't be trusted. The turning point came when Germany invaded Poland on September 1st, 1939. Britain and France had promised to defend Poland's independence, so they declared war on Germany 2 days later. Apart from political reasons, there were also moral ones. Britain wanted to defend freedom, democracy, and international law against Nazi dictatorship. In short, Britain joined the war because of Germany's aggression, the failure of appeasement, and the invasion of Poland to protect peace and justice in Europe. And the next part will be presented by Thuy Linh.
Today I would like to talk about the United Kingdom contribution to World War II. We can divide into three main areas. First is in terms of military contribution. The UK played a crucial role in defeating Germany. British forces fought bravely in major battles, especially the Battle of Britain in 1940, which successfully stopped the German invasion. The British Army, Navy and Royal Air Force or RAF also fought in campaigns across North Africa, Europe and ASEAN, helping to liberate occupied countries and turning the tide to the world. Second is the UK made a great political contribution under the leadership of Prime Minister Winston Churchill. Britain became a symbol of resistance and one of the leading Allied powers. The UK had to form the Allied coalition with the US and the Soviet Union. Finally, Britain's economic contribution was also significant. The entire British economy was mobilized for total war. Factories shift to producing weapons, ships, and aircraft. Although the country suffered from bombing and shortages, it continued to provide essential industrial and logistical support to the Allies war effort. Moreover, Britain received financial aid through the Land-Lease Act from the US, but also shared supply with other allied nations. So, in summary, the United Kingdom played a key role in World War II through its military strength and political leadership and economic resilience, all of which greatly contribute to the final victory of the Allies. So the next is Linh Mai will present.
Hello everyone, my name is Linh Mai, and now let's move on to the challenges that Britain faced during World War II. First of all, one of the greatest difficulties was the German bombing campaign, known as the Blitz. From 1940 to 1941, British cities such as London, Coventry, and Liverpool suffered heavy air raids. Thousands of civilians were killed, and large parts of the country infrastructure were destroyed. Secondly, the war placed a huge strain on Britain's economy. The country faced severe shortages of food, fuel, and essential goods. The financial cost of maintaining a long war effort also pushed the nation close to bankruptcy. And finally, Britain struggled with its global commitments. Unlike some other countries, Britain not only had to defend itself in Europe, but also had to protect its overseas colonies and territories in Asia and Africa. This extended its military resources thin and made the war effort even more challenging. In short, Britain's victory was hard-won, as bombing, economic hardship, and global duties pushed the nation to its limit. And the next part is the losses Britain suffered after the war, which will be presented by Hương Giang.
Hello, teacher and everyone. My name is Hoàng Thiên Giang. Now I will talk about the loss of the United Kingdom after World War II. After the war, the United Kingdom suffered many losses. The economic were badly damaged, and the country has a huge debt. Many cities and factories were bought, especially London. About 383,000 soldiers died, and many were injured or missing. Thousands of homes and buildings were destroyed by German air raids. People also suffer from bombing, food shortage, and unemployment. After the war, the British Empire became weaker, and many colonies wanted independence.
The RAF recovers and gains new pilots every week, including from the Commonwealth, German-occupied nations, and the RAF Volunteer Reserve. But pilot experience varies greatly. New arrivals have as little as 9 hours flight time in an operational unit, with no aerial combat training. In Phase 2 of the battle, the Luftwaffe targets coastal radar installations, RAF bases, and aircraft factories. The Luftwaffe does knock out some radar stations, but it's hard for them to confirm damage, and they don't target the stations consistently, meaning damage is quickly repaired. As fighting moves over southern England, Dowding only sends up enough fighters to challenge Luftwaffe bombers and disrupt raids. These tactics make the Luftwaffe think the RAF is on its last legs, and Göring plans a knockout blow in mid-August called Adlerangriff, Eagle Attack.
This is British challenge during World War II, and the next video you can see the British lose after World War II.
Incendiary attacks began fires which burned for 5 days. Not since the Tooley Street fire of 1861 had South London endured such widespread destruction. On the North Bank, cargoes of flour, paint, rubber and sugar sent an inferno of flames into the night sky, which was in the aftermath, Prime Minister Winston Churchill toured the stricken areas and the devastation inflicted on the nearby community of Silvertown. London and its port remained a prime target for the next 4 years. Despite ferocious air raids, as well as V-1 and V-2 rocket attacks, the docks continued to operate. Indeed, The port played a vital role in supporting Britain's war effort, and port workers were responsible for the development of many secret wartime projects.
This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.